Hey everyone, so here is Art Chat, and my first guest is artist and student Louise Wells.
Thank you for having me.
So today we'll be talking to Louise Wells. I've got a bunch of questions, kind of talking about the degree show as well as her own practice and kind of her art career really. So what would you describe your practice as, or kind of what is your practice?
So my art practice is mainly around pop culture, so films, TV, and how they interlink into our life and how it's forming me as a person, so how I can relate back to these sort of things.
Okay, no, I can definitely see, because I've seen obviously Louise Wells' work. I can definitely see kind of herself and how she puts herself into her work, kind of fantasy and kind of pop culture and stuff like that. What inspires you the most, either kind of in your work, what inspires your work, or kind of in general life, what inspires you?
So going back to, it would be the pop culture aspects of it, so film and the fictional worlds that we really want to live in instead of being in our reality.
Yeah.
Having
that kind of other world.
Yeah, and seeing what we could change to those worlds if we were in them.
That's quite interesting. What about in general life? Does anything inspire you? General life, that could be even if you kind of saw something, if you were just driving along. Does anything inspire you, or is it mostly kind of an artistic inspiration that kind of comes through your work?
Yeah, I think I had to say an artistic inspiration. Yeah.
What is life like as a student?
So I've been at Writtle for 6 years now.
Wow.
I've done the horticultural course, I did foundation in art, and now I'm in my 3rd year here.
Wow.
On this course.
So little dust off the history books then.
So need to leave.
It's time to go. So what made you join Writtle to begin with, as well as the contemporary art and design course? What kind of made you join?
So I joined Writtle based off my dad. He many moons ago came here to do a horticultural short time course.
Okay.
So in 2014 it was I came, had a look around the campus and got on the course. So I've been here ever since. And then for the degree course, it was my tutor Prowl.
Yeah.
He came over to talk to us, and it really inspired me to actually stay on and do a university course, because I never thought I would. But sort of inspiration from him and other people I've met, it's made me want to stay. Yeah,
and I can definitely feed onto that in terms of why I joined the courses as a student on the contemporary art design course. It's definitely Prowl in terms of, because that's the first person I kind of saw about it.
First person we all saw.
Yeah, as well. But yeah, he kind of talked about the course in a way that really kind of inspired me to join. And it was just, from there it just fitted quite well. But yeah.
Because we knew each other, knew of each other before even then, but now on this course we've become friends. Thanks. That's really it. It's gone. Thanks. See how I get treated.
Good friends. In terms of your work, how does your work comment on current kind of social, political issues, or if it doesn't comment, how do you kind of feel? How does your work operate with that?
I don't really touch on political views because it can either go one or two ways. It can be seen as something good, or it can be seen as something bad. But on terms of social sort of happenings, I look at upcoming films or how people are relating back to them in this day and age. So mental health becoming such a more important thing, because it's something that everyone has, that not everyone, but people who hide it away, and they feel like you want to help them speak out, and through artwork, and it might not necessarily be straightforward. It could be touched on different areas. So in TV, like Doctor Who, they had a mental health issue, so I can relate that back to my practice because it's pop culture. Yeah,
that's quite clever actually. I think it should be. There's plenty a lot of kind of, whether it's TV, films, or artwork. I think it is a good way of expressing kind of mental health, whether you have it yourself and you're kind of expressing it through that. or you're kind of helping other people with that. I think both is incredibly important and just good all around. Is there any kind of current exhibitions you're kind of going to, you've been to?
So the most recent one would have to be the London Art Fair.
Yeah.
Which was really interesting to just see all these different people who have different medias they work with, all the different themes and how it can relate back to yourself.
Yeah.
Because there's bound to be one person you see and go, like that. I know where I can go with that.
Mm.
Whereas other places you sort of look at the work and go, that really doesn't have any meaning towards me. I can't see where they've come from.
As well as other pieces. Yeah, I can understand that. I think it's different with art fairs compared to kind of normal galleries such as the Tate or Tate Britain or anything like that, where kind of art fairs are very kind of close together, so you see kind of 10 or 20 times more than what you necessarily see as a smaller gallery or anything like that. I think, which is quite interesting. Some people don't like it, some people do. It's kind of a matter of opinion.
On people's taste.
In terms of your career in art, what are you most proud? What are you most proud of? What's your proudest kind of moment? Do you think?
So I think it would have to be the exhibitions that we've had here. So for my foundation, I based it all on Sherlock.
Yeah.
That was my big love at the time, still is, but yeah. And a couple of years ago, I got to show it to Stephen Moffat, the writer of Sherlock.
Oh wow!
Just so you know.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you're my inspiration behind my work.
Yeah.
I've done this. He was quite surprised about that. Then last year with the exhibition doing a rotoscope animation that took 3 weeks and over 1,000 images to get to work, and recently found out I won the Writtle art competition for the exhibition.
Today?
Yeah, today. Right,
today it was announced, so yeah.
Time of recording.
Oh.
Today.
Very well done, very well done. Very proud, it's great. So in terms of your art career, if you could give yourself, or your younger self, in fact, advice, what kind of advice would you give? Whether that's kind of your first year at uni, kind of third to looking back at your first year, or kind of before that, would you give yourself any advice, do you think?
I would say believe in yourself. Though people might bring you down, you can pick yourself back up again and just carry on doing what you love, because it will get you somewhere at some point in life.
Yeah, I think always the kind of best, in my case, artwork is very much, you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe what you're doing and in the artwork and kind of what it means to you. Otherwise, I always feel if you go in half-hearted, you have a half-hearted piece of work and it won't work. Like, other people won't believe you, you won't believe yourself, and it's just always worth kind of going in 110% and just believing in what you're doing. But yeah, what's that?
Yeah, I was going to say, well said to you.
So in terms of art, what do you think art's done for you? What would you do without it? What does it mean to you?
I think the world would be a duller place if it didn't have artwork, especially my sort of artwork, because it inspires a whole different generation, and they take it to the next level, to where the people who originally made it never thought it could.
Yeah.
Because that's how things keep going. Like Marvel films, if they didn't have the love from the fans, they wouldn't have the biggest grossing film ever.
Yeah. No, yeah, I can completely understand that. I think art would be completely different. If art wasn't here, it'd be a completely different world. It's the same if there wasn't film, kind of TV, anything kind of creative. Music, even that. I think it'd be a very colourless, dull world. I think that's why it's so important in terms of, especially art in school or kind of drama. So, kind of last question: what piece of art, artwork that you've seen, kind of in a gallery, an exhibition, or anything, has stuck with you as an artist? Do you think?
So something that's totally opposite to pop culture would be Van Gogh's work.
Yeah.
It was sort of the first artist who really looked into and go, I really love his work. And Starry Night has always been something that's always been there in my life. That I can always relate back to it and say, oh, that can work with so and so, and just how I know he had a hard life, but the things he did achieve within that lifetime makes me feel like, right, if he can get somewhere and trying to believe in himself as an artist, I can believe in myself as an artist to get somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully without the chopping off the ear.
Hopefully, please don't. I think that's quite interesting you say about Van Gogh, because in a way, especially Starry Night, it's kind of this other kind of world, and in a way with your practice, you're kind of bringing that kind of Marvel or kind of fantasy world, and then kind of putting yourself in it. So I think there's a lot of self kind of in your work, as well as kind of other world, which I find quite interesting.
Which I'm also doing with my current practice.
Yeah.
Inserting myself into these situations.
Yeah. Okay. So last little quick fire kind of art and kind of general questions before we go for. You ready?
Yeah.
Van Gogh or Van Gogh?
Van Gogh.
Tate Modern or Tate Britain?
Tate Modern, because I haven't been to Tate Britain.
Okay, fair enough. Sketch or paint?
Sketch, because that comes first before painting for me.
Okay. Performance or sound? You have to pick one.
Sound.
Sound. Okay. I want to pick performance. Sound.
Well, it's
not really yours. Favourite movie? The hardest decision.
I have to flick through all my DVD collections I've got.
Or if not favourite movie, most recent movie that you've seen.
Most recent movie I've seen. Oh, one at the cinema would have to be Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Okay. Ant or Deck?
Ant.
Okay.
5 years ago it would have been Deck, but now it's Ant.
No, Ant's your favourite.
Is that high forehead?
Just done something else. So night in or night out?
Night in.
Night in, definitely. What do you put on your chips?
Curry sauce fish on the fish shop. Yeah. But otherwise it's just plain salt, vinegar.
Salt, vinegar.
Tomato ketchup.
Ketchup. Not the same. I don't like curry sauce. Favourite, quickly moving on, favourite pizza topping?
Ham and pineapple.
Right, we're going to leave that there.
Second, pepperoni.
There you go, that's a bit better. Who has pineapple on pizza? That is just insane. I don't know who does.
Me. You do know someone.
Now I know someone. So favourite season in terms of kind of winter, summer?
I say winter, even though I do complain about the cold, I do like winter because there's the possibility of snow.
Okay.
Just like snow.
Yeah, I think mine's either winter or summer. But winter, just because of cool things, presents, family, food, plenty of food.
Yes,
food is the important thing. That's all I have. So thank you for being here. Thank you for everything.
Thank you for having me.
All right. This has been our chat. Thank you very much.